Hey, welcome back to Path of Radiance, the second playthrough using action replay codes. We are on Chapter 22 Solo, the very brief priest mission. And we are going to take out Brahm and put in Volk to try to get some of the treasure that's on this map. But this is post-commentary again, and we're going to rush through it because we're at the point now where our stats are like maximum almost. And we're just trying to get to the end of the game at this point. So there's really no point in seeing the full chapters. If you want to see that, you can watch the legitimate playthrough. But for the most part, like, this mission is nothing. I did kill a priest by accident because he attacked me and I javelined him. But this is the boss with Alanya or Rex bolting. So yeah, we're gonna have like super abridged these chapters. We did open some of the chests, but there was nothing really worth noting in there compared to what we've cheated into our inventory. But yeah, the lead priest guy attacked me and I killed him. Because I had a javelin equipped, so we didn't get the Ashera staff. So this ending is a little bit different, but it doesn't have the main priest guy. But that's chapter 22, there's nothing to it really. But we're going to see all the support conversations. That is what is unique here. So we're playing for the support conversations and basically the final chapter at this point, and like the Black Knight, I guess. So the Great Bridge, this is where you recruit Har if you have Jill. But we don't. We moved too fast for Jill, remember? So, we'll see what kind of support conversations we have. And finish up some of the ones we've been working on. After we put away the junk, of course. So yeah, there was a killer bow there from the boss, Bolganon. That came from one of the chests. The chest key will come in handy in chapter 27, maybe. Spirit dust, like we really didn't need that at all. Still haven't used the night ring. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So, on to the support conversations. We have Mordecai. Oh, Boyd and Ulki. And Mordecai and Ulki. So Mordecai's only got one conversation left, so this is it. Mordecai. Is something troubling you, Ulki? I want to ask you something. What is it? I understand you beast tribes can see well even at night. With the exception of Janif, my kind cannot see at all at night. Even with my eyes wide open, all I can see is the darkness. In perfect darkness I cannot see. If there is but a little light, however, I can see as clearly as in the day. I use the moonlight, as should you. I wish I could, but that is exactly what I mean. You can see by moonlight, but the bird clans, they cannot. I long to soar in the sky looking down upon the moonlit world. I would love to see the forest at night. What do the trees look like as night falls? Why are there dewdrops on the leaves in the morning even when there's no rain? The forest at night has so many mysteries. What light can you shed on them? During the day, the forest teems with life. It is very different from the night forest, but the night forest is also alive in its way. Is that so? I would love to see that, even once. Yep. So then Boyd and Ulki. I'm not doing anything else with Boyd. Hey, it's you. What's up, my hawk brother? Oh, it's the large-armed Bjork. I haven't seen you lately unless we're in battle. You got that right. Oh, I'm Boyd. We're buddies now, so you can call me by name. Very well, I am Ulki, but I ask that you call me that name instead of Hawk Brother. Yeah, sure, whatever you want. So, Ulki, what are you doing in a place like this? I was listening to the little birds chirp. The song soothes me. Really? Nope, I can't hear anything. You must have really good ears. You know, I really envy you bird tribes. Being able to fly is the greatest thing ever. You're something else in a fight, too. I can't believe how you tear through guys. Oh, and it's weird how much we look alike. I mean, when you're not shifted, and except for the wings and stuff. Oh, hey, sorry, I'm doing all the talking. Sometimes I just start rambling on. If I'm bothering you, just say so. Sorry. What's wrong? I am the worst. Huh? Hey, what's gotten into you? Yeah. Something about Olkey is weird. And that's it. So then on to the bridge chapter. We just press on ahead, fall through all the traps, and Rolf killed the boss Petrine this time, after Braum had softened her up a bit. But yeah, I just basically tried to hustle along as best as I could. I ignored Har completely. And, we didn't get him. So the Flame Lance, I don't know who's gonna use that. But yep, just seized the square, and there was nothing to that with cheats on. Oh yeah, this is when Princess Alincia reunites with, the Crimean people. So that brings us to chapter 24. Which is what? Battle Reunion. Yeah, the one where, like, we first reunite with Jeffrey. We gotta, make sure Jeffrey stays alive, but he's an other unit in this chapter. So, support conversations. Ike and Soren's final one is available. I don't think I realized right away. I realized it on Soren. So, let's read this big crazy one. Hey, Soren. I've been thinking a lot about what you said the other day, and there's something I still don't understand. You survived, you're strong, why would you feel insecure about who you are? Tell me everything. Curse you, why can't you leave me be? I don't have any friends, Ike, I don't have anyone else. If I tell you and you turn on me, I don't think I can survive it. That's why you have to tell me, Soren, you'll never tell anyone else. And if you don't tell anyone, you're just going to keep suffering. Look at you, you're a mess. Come on, talk to me. Ike, Soren, it's me, trust me. I don't give two figs who your parents are. I'll stand by you. Ike, no, I won't. I'm branded. I'm one of the branded. A branded? What's that? It's a cross between Bjork and a Laguz. Such a taboo union violates every teaching of the goddess and of society. We are untouchables, abominations, condemned to a life of hatred and shunning from both races. Wait, hold a second. Let me make sure I follow you. You're part Laguz? Yeah. This mark on my forehead is the proof. I learned about it while researching ancient books in the Mainel Cathedral. I always thought it was a birthmark. Others thought it was the mark of a spirit charmer. What's a spirit charmer? Magic comes from interaction with spirits. If you let one into your body, it will give you tremendous power for a price. That's what the old sage was so interested in me. He thought I had struck a deal, but instead I was just a filthy branded. Alright, I understand, so? What do you mean, so? So you have Laguz blood in your veins, so you have a mark to prove it, so what's the problem? What's the problem? Don't you find me repugnant? I work beside you, eat beside you, I'm nothing. I don't belong anywhere. Doesn't that sicken you? No, it doesn't change anything. You're still you, Soren. You're a capable officer of our army and my friend. We can't keep on going unless you are with us. Ike, I thought you... What? It was Gallia. The sage lived in Gallia. A few Bjorks had settled there, and... Gallia, are you saying? When the sage died, no one would help me. I couldn't speak, couldn't find food. I was dying. You were the only one who helped, you and your father. That's why you're my friend, my only friend. So yeah, there's the truth about Soren, finally. It's a big crazy, that's a good support conversation to do. Yeah, everybody else's conversation is starting to run out, so we're pretty much done with the support conversations too. And this is just an enemy phase because Nephany was a beast, and I wanted to show Nephany being a beast. So after these guys pick their targets, they start flocking to Nephany, and she just vantages everybody. With her killer lance too. But yeah, this chapter is really easy. It's just, you just rush to that square right there behind Jeffrey. And make sure Jeffrey doesn't die, which with cheats on, it's super easy because we're still overpowered. But yeah, see, if we watched every single turn, this was almost like a 2-hour recording. 2-hour long recording. Oh, look at that Vantage. Critical hit and Vantage combined together is just so good. So Nephany made me happy. This chapter. Of course, not every hit's a critical. There we go. Today is August 4th, and the co-op Zelda Ocarina of Time randomizer I did with attacking toucans just finished up. And he contacted me about a Majora's Mask one, so I don't know if we're gonna do that sometime. But now, on to the support conversations after that chapter. We have Lucia and Bastion, which I think we've seen before, but we have Vulcan Bastion, which I know we haven't seen before. So we're gonna do that one in a second here. Vulcan Bastion. You there in the bushes, you have until the count of 5 to show yourself before I start throwing sharp objects. 1, 2, 4. Oh dear, keep those daggers sheathed, dearest Volk. I can see why you've earned such a reputation. Oh, hello, Bastion. You weren't the fellow I was expecting to see. Indulge my curiosity for a moment. Who are you working for? Knowing you, I'm surprised you haven't already checked on what I had for breakfast. So it's true then you are working for Crimea under Commander Ike. I serve no nation, I work for Ike himself. And why is that? 10,000. 10,000? Pay me and I'll answer that question. You had no intention of answering my question, so you came up with an outrageous sum. Very well. I'm not a charity. Get lost if you can't afford my fee. What has Ike got brewing in that brain of his that involves this scurrilous man of the shadows? Methinks I should look into this forthwith. Yeah, crazy. Then it's this garbage chapter with the rocks. Braum almost died. He got down to 6 HP. From the stupid boulders. But that was the last enemy alive. The clear condition is rout. The boss was nothing. He missed like every time he tried to attack, so there's no point in even showing the boss fight. I hate that chapter. So we just did it and got it done. And then we reunite with the Lagoos. I think it's Tybarn, right? Tiburn, whatever his name is. He's got a crew of Lagoos to help us out, which brings us to Chapter 26, Clash, the biggest chapter of the game, the one you can bring the most units into. Oh yeah, we got Largo from the information tab of the last chapter. Because we got Khalil somewhere else. So, nothing good going on in this chapter, but support conversation-wise, we got Boyd and Olkey again. Zyhark and Braum, so we got some good stuff to finish up here. So do Olkey and Boyd. There you are, wait a sec, Olkey. Why are you avoiding me? Did I make you mad or something? Boyd, I thought we were friends. I guess we can't be friends because I'm a Bjork, is that it? No, you are good, it's me, I'm the worst. You called yourself that the other day too, what are you getting at? When you first spoke to me, I was suspicious. When a Bjork like you speaks to a Lagoos like me, I thought you were plotting something. But you said nice things about me when we first met. Were you lying? I thought the exchanging of lies upon a first meeting was a Bjork tradition. You also gave me a series of flattering compliments that were not true, no? No, they were true. Well, mostly. Look, I was nervous. I'm not that good at talking to new people. I checked you out when we parted company. I investigated your name, your background, I checked everything. Yowza, really? So what did you find? Boyd of the Grail Mercenaries, you are a skilled fighter who says what's on his mind. It's just as you seemed. Even though you showed me goodwill from the very beginning, I had no trust in you. I thought you were mocking me or setting me up for a trap. That's why I am the worst. I am not worthy of being your friend. What is it? We're so alike. At first I was sure that you would hate me or claw my eyes or something. I didn't think I could just hang out with you like Ike does. He's just so darn natural about everything. But then I happened to talk to you and it was really easy. That made me pretty happy. So after that I tried to get to know you. I even followed you around the battlefield. I see. Look, Bjork can be a bunch of jerks. I don't blame you for checking me out. Heck, I know what we did to your people. But now it's gotta stop. Now that you know I'm clean, you have to stop putting up walls. We'll never understand each other if you're like that. So tell me straight, yes or no, are we friends or what, Ulki? Yes, I'm sorry, Boyd. If you can forgive me, I want to be your friend. Forgive you? I wasn't even mad. I was going to be your friend from the very beginning. Yeah, so those two are kind of interesting. Just more of the Bjork Lagoose stuff subsiding. Zyhark and Braum. Which means we can't do Braum and Nephene's A rank, unfortunately, because of the stupid limitation. So anyway, my oldest girl is well built. Actually, she's about my size, but don't worry, she can still work the fields like a man. I'm sure you'll love her. She sounds lovely. Stop giving me such half-hearted answers and start listening. I'm talking about the girl who is going to be your future wife. Braum, listen, I didn't tell you this the other day, but I have no intentions of getting married now. What? Aw, shucks, why not? I had an important girlfriend before. We couldn't be together because of complicated reasons, but even now I still think about her. I can't get her out of my mind. I appreciate your kindness, but anyway, that's why. I see, that's a real shame. But I tell you what, the idea of joining your family was quite appealing. Then how about my second oldest girl? She's a little younger, but don't let that worry you too much. She's a sweetheart, I tell you. Why, once when the cow got loose, she lifted it right up and hauled it back. No, wait, that isn't what I meant. Aw, nuts. I like Braum. So there we go. We're running out of the support conversation limits, so we don't get to see the Nephene thing, which kind of stinks. So then Clash comes to an end with Nephene for the final blow against this Bertram guy. But yeah, we brought in as many units as we could, really, except for like Jeffrey and stuff. Started using Ranulf, and Princess Alincia we gotta beef up too. But for the most part, nothing really happened except for beating a bunch of enemies, so that is Chapter 26. We are very rapidly approaching the end of the game. The Black Knight is next, so we might have that video and like one more for the final chapter, is what I'm thinking. Just in terms of speeding up this action replay, since we've already seen all the stuff in the legitimate playthrough. So Moment of Fate, we might actually do this map next time, because it's got the Black Knight attached to it. And now that Alincia has joined the party, she is a support conversation for Ike, but he only has 2 conversations left, so like we can only get her up to B rank. We did Ike and Leith on the legitimate playthrough, pretty much. Is there something wrong, Princess? Oh, my Lord Ike, I was getting prepared for battle, but I'm having a hard time attaching this scabbard to my belt. Let me see. Here's the problem. The buckle on the scabbard isn't fastened. There's a little trick to this. Don't move for a second. Alright, that should do it. Thank you. I just can't seem to do anything right. I can't even get myself ready for battle. Everyone else is all suited up. Everyone here was the same way when they first started. In fact, it wasn't all that long ago when I was having a hard time fastening my scabbard. Really? That's right. But my father drilled me hard and tested my swordsmanship and survival skills before I could eat breakfast. We come from different worlds, Princess. So that's how you learn so much. Well, you don't need to practice so hard. You weren't born to be a mercenary like the rest of us war dogs. You'll just get yourself killed if you jump into this rough and nasty war unprepared. I understand. Just don't worry about it. There's no shame in asking for help from the rest of us. We'll be there to back you up. Thank you, my Lord Ike. Anytime, Princess Alencia. And then her rank B is immediately available after that one. Princess Alencia, you're still here? Oh, my Lord Ike, well, I was getting in a little practice. I don't want to be a burden to everyone else. Wouldn't it be better to have a training partner? I'd feel guilty asking someone to train with me. It would be a waste of time. I am no match for their skill. I meant what I said earlier about not hesitating to ask for help, but I guess you decided to ignore me. No, it's not like that at all. I heard what you said, but I still feel so... I know how powerless and frustrated you must feel. It was a terrifying feeling when I discovered my father had left me in command of the Grail mercenaries. But there's a huge difference between inheriting a country and a band of mercenaries, isn't there? Not at all. You're absolutely right. It's hard knowing what kind of responsibility I have and just how unsuited I am to take it. Over the last year, I learned a lot from all those battles. Mostly, I learned that there are many things I can't do on my own. Everything I achieved was possible only because of the people around me. I trust them completely, and I'm not ashamed to ask for help. That goes for you too. You're not alone. That's a great way to look at it. Thank you. And there you go. That pretty much burns through the support conversations. There might be another one, but thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.